Greetings, y'all. It's Matt from the Green Arcade, back playing some more Farming Simulator 17. Hey, we are just finishing up putting some logs in this trailer here. So I'm going to put this back down. And I think I'm going to back it on out in the woods here. That's where I've been parking it. Alright, so that we can get our truck in and out of here. Alright, turn our lights off. Alright, let's hop on out of here. It's not really a full load, but I don't think I really want a full load. Just because I'm going to show you in a minute. Okay, let me go ahead and put my, let's see, how do I put the straps on? There we go, it's that one. Alright, so this road, this logging road, is not that great. It makes steering difficult, and with a top heavy load, you really don't want a top heavy load. So I haven't been coming out with full loads, because this thing makes it very hard to steer through. But we've been getting it, we've been making it. Just takes time, and sometimes you have to unhook your trailer and hook it right back up to fit through here. But we will get it. I'm glad they did not put like the mud, you know, physics right in here. I missed the stump back there. I'm gonna have to go back and get that. So yeah, I'm glad they didn't put the mud physics in here, because this log road is terrible. It's terrible. It's just awful. We need to come in here and smooth this out. If we only could. All right. Ooh. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. You can still roll it. All right, we're there. So what I do is just pull around in here, and I can either go straight in or back in. I've been backing in. I got a kind of a log sticking out back there I need to watch. Did I lose it? No, it's still back there. Okay. I thought I lost it there for a second. So I've been backing in here, selling these logs, making quite a bit of money. Should break 1.6 million. Yep, sure did. Alright. So we got 1.6 million in the bank. Let's see. You can see I cut more trees there and way further back to where I'm at now back there. So you can kind of see where the road is there. That's where we were, and now we're back to where that equipment is back there. So we're doing okay on the logging side. And I even cut some around the front part there that kind of goes along across the road from field 6 and field 33 there. I cut a little bit on the way up there, and just loaded the truck up down there on the road. It's a lot smoother on that edge, so I may start cutting it from that edge over there on the east side. But right now we're going to shut the engine off, and we're going to go over to our tractor, because we got some plowing we need to do, and we got money, so we may do some buying as well. Let me get this turned around and get my door opened up all the way. There we go. We'll go grab our plow. Turn my lights on for safety. Plow's back here somewhere. There it is. And we need to plow our field up. Prices are still coming through on the logs. I never really pay attention to it while I'm logging. I just keep on logging. Alright, and you know what I really need to do? I need to take the truck down here and clean up those trees that I cut, because I still have not cleaned those up. So that is on my to-do list. Alright, now we get into the actual, I don't know, farming part of it, I guess you might say. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do an in-row around here. I'm not turning create field on. I really don't need it right now. And what I'm going to do is just plow this out. Get it lined up a little better. Zoom out a little, so I can see what I'm doing. Whoop. Whoop. There's a pole there. There's a pole there. Alright, I stopped just short of it. Just about an inch short of it, I will say. Alright. So let's do this. I'm going to do this with the controller, because it's easier to do than with the keyboard. And then once I get this in-row plowed out along the edges, I may use GPS on the rest of it. Yeah, we're getting this plowed out now. I'm going to plant corn in here eventually. but I'd like to go ahead and get it plowed. And like I said, I'm probably going to buy some fields this episode. I don't know exactly what yet, but I think we've talked about it before. These will be good investments for our future cow operation. And we're not buying cows until... When are we buying cows? We got to remember this too. We won't be buying cows until the first day of midsummer. So that's when we're going to buy the cows. That's when they'll be there. Cheapest in price. Well, they're expensive too. So I'm wondering, can we sell cows? I've always wondered that. With this in play now, if we bought them at the lowest price and say we sold them the first day of winter, will we make money on them? See, that's what I want to know. I think if the price is that, you should be able to sell them for that. Buy and sell, buy low, sell high. Isn't that the name of the game? Buy low, sell high. And I'm gonna have to turn or something here. Ooh. Forgot about that fence. Yep, I want to back up. Let me raise that up. Alright, lower that. Wish I could get rid of that fence. But that's the animal area in there. So can't do much about it. I think we can make this turn. Oh yeah. Question is, can I get back out of it here? There we go. Alright, now bushes like that, I don't think those are plowed. I don't think you can plow those under. I think those are there to stay. Pretty sure anyway. But the graphics for 19, man, the textures for the fields, like the grass, when you drive on it, it actually bends underneath the wheel and then it pops back up after you drive over it. Very, very, very cool looking. Just talking about it doesn't do it justice. But I am loving what I'm seeing so far. Alright, those are the trees that we cut down. I kind of just went straight back to logging over at the sawmill right after I got done cutting those. I just wanted to make sure they weren't glitchy. So the oak trees are not glitchy. We can take those out of here like normal and sell them at the sawmill. Alright. Let's see. We can't really do anything as far as joining these fields together until we buy that field. So, you know what? We got 1.6 million in the bank. Let's buy the field. This is the last field in our way before we really can start on the whole logging operation over here. And we can't do any missions on it, so we'll just go ahead and buy it. This is from Mary Evans, $475,000. It's a nice size field, big field. And I think I want to plow it up. I don't think I want to keep it as grass. So let's buy that, and it is ours. Alright, so now we can come through here and start clear cutting these trees and hopefully get these plowed together once, one time soon. Not once, one time soon. So yeah, that was a big purchase right there. But I'm going to go ahead and continue plowing this up, I think, because we need to get it plowed anyway. That, or I could bring the truck over here and start loading these trees up. Nah, I'll do that later. It'd take half an episode to do one tree. Alright, so I'm going to put my cruise control on here now. I'll get this all plowed out here. Tell you, I love this map. It's not hard, it's not tough, but it's not easy either. I will say it's a lot easier than Welker. Welker, I am learning, is a challenging map with seasons anyway. Without seasons, it'd probably be fantastic, but with seasons, it's a challenging map. There are certain crops that you can't plant. even though it says you maybe can. But yeah, y'all go watch Wilker if you want to see me struggle, because we're struggling over there. I may have to get back into logging over there too. May have to go cut those forests again. We're not. I mean, we're not, you know, bankrupt or anything, but it's a struggle. Because it's because of the not really even seasons is 100% to blame. Really, it's the geo. You don't really get a ton of time to plant anything. Anything, you know, good. Now we've got some crops in the ground that are still okay, but yeah, y'all go watch that. Go watch Welker, the Welker series I'm doing. So I think the game is we need to acquire more fields and plant certain types of crops that will, you know, actually make it. So yeah, y'all go. I'm a little sore about it, but I mean, I'll get over it. It's part of the game, so we'll work on it. Go watch Welker if you haven't watched Welker's. I'm having to do a lot of fast timing, so I haven't really recorded anything as of late. But I need to add more. I need to fast time it so that I have something for you guys to see, because you know, there's not a lot to do while you're waiting for crops. Like I said, unless we get back into logging. But I like Lone Oak and I like South Mountain Creamery here because we're okay. I mean, we can plant, you know, pretty much average. So yeah, we could plant canola, barley, wheat, all that right now. And then we'd actually, in 3 days, we can plant sunflower and soybeans and stuff like that. On Welker's, it's very, very different. Very different and very, right words, choose right words. Challenging, I will say. Very challenging. So, let's see, can I do my GPS thing yet now? This field's not really that straight, so. That's what makes this field a little different. I'm going to turn my cruise control back on there. And at some point, you know, we don't want to buy a ton of fields because we need to buy cows too, but we can't buy the cows till midsummer, and we're still in early spring. So I think we need to acquire the fields that we want to acquire now. We bought field 1 recently. We got 18 and 17. They have canola in them. And we bought 14. So, and 14 can actually be planted now if we do wheat in it. I don't know if I want to do wheat in it though. I don't know. I don't know. Technically, if we got the logging stuff done around here, between 31, 14, and 13, and 26, and 27, and 28, this whole area right here, we could plant all this either in corn or soybeans. And I could do half and half, I guess, but I think we really need the corn because we need that for the cows. Because I'm going to get straight into cows this year. I'm going to do it the very first year. Normally you can't do that, but this is South Mountain Creamery, and I think I'm going to make an exception on this map. I want to get straight into cows, and we need total mixed rations for cows. So in midsummer, I would like to buy a lot of cows, you know, when they're at their lowest price. I think starting off with a good, you know, somewhere in the hundreds would be great. You know what, I think I can do my GPS this way. Let me turn that on. I may have to move it over. Yep, I want to move it over. So I'll back this up. Alright, time to grab the mouse. Can't do this. I tried setting a key for this and it did not work. And I know you guys are hearing rumbling. That's not thunder, that's my keyboard. I've still got to get a shock mounted microphone at some point in time. Alright, so we'll activate that and lower the plow and go. This makes things a whole lot easier, especially when you have big fields like this to plow up. So I'm just going to plow in lines this way, I think. I think that's the best way to go. So we're going east to west. Yep. Alright. Turn that off so we can see. So yeah, this is going to be a really big field when we get done with it. All of this will be plowed together. A lot of timber out there. We're going to make a lot of money on timber alone. Did I really miss some there? I did, didn't I? Let me grab it real quick. Okay. Alright, so that back on, lower that, and go forward. So easy to do. Love GPS. I hope they bring it to 19 very soon. It's something that we need. Alright, so we bought field 31. Trying to say, I really need to go by field 19 because it's the last field that is in that little cluster there for that forest area. So I need to get that at some point. It's not a very big field, and we could actually, once we get it, we could plow 18 and 19 together along with 17 and 18 once we cut the timber. And the timber, you know, I'm working over at the sawmill right now trying to get that done first because we need to make our money right now. So we need to make our money now so we can invest in our animals and maybe some more equipment and more fields. And we'll get to these little, I think these, I may go ahead and clean those oak trees up that I cut. But I need to bring the truck over here for the rest of them. Well, I might have to bring a truck over for those anyway, so. We got a lot to do here, guys. There's so much to do on this map, and you can actually do it. That's a screenshot right there. Maybe turn, oh, we'd have to turn GPS off to get rid of the lines. I don't really want to turn GPS off, though. I want to keep it going. That's one thing, if they ever bring native GPS to Farm Sim, they need to get rid of the lines. And I know that you have the lines to kind of guide you where you're at, but I think there's other ways to go about doing it. If we had some type of setup on the computer screen in here, like where we could zoom into the screen, or just click on it and have it bring up like a menu, then I think we would be better off. I need to line up better there because I'm going to end up missing little bits. Know what I'm saying? Like, have our, you know, when we get out of the tractor, the little circle, the little pointer thing, what I forget what you call it, but have it in there, and then you could click in there like with your controller or your mouse, and then it could bring up like a menu screen like this, and you could set up your GPS that way. You know, set your width, set all the, you know, the alignment and all that. So I'm sure that's well on down the road. But even if we had GPS without the lines, I would take it, because it makes it a whole lot better. So really, I don't know, if you look at how real farmers use the GPS, they could implement something. Even if it was called Lizard GPS, I would take it. And for those of you that don't know, Lizard is the in-game brand that that they use for stuff that doesn't have a brand name, like the Lizard trucks. Trying to think what else they had. They had other stuff that was Lizard once upon a time. So yeah, I think we need GPS for consoles and for PC. Only seems fitting and only seems fair, really. Alright guys, so this has been this episode. We bought field 31. So now we own 13, 14, 31. We'll come back and I think we'll buy 19 at some point. I've been kind of eyeballing the fields over to the west of here because there is a little forest area over there that, you know, once we harvest that, I think it would probably pay for those fields, like 9 and 8 and 7 over there. So I've been kind of eyeballing those. I'm trying to save money. I really am. But we're going to need a place. I may buy field 2 up north, because if I plant wheat up there, I could put wheat in field 2 while we're up there. So, but I've been kind of, like I said, eyeballing those fields over to the west of us here, because they're anywhere there's forest area, I've been kind of looking. So that would include 7, 8, and 9, of course. The areas that we have already purchased here, like 31, 14, 17, 18, all that forest area over there. There's a little bit of forest on the top end of 41, and there's some forest on the west ends of 22, 21, and 20. And actually those fields are offset in height, but I think we could still plow them together, but we'd have to clear the timber out in between them. So maybe I should go for those, like 40, 22, 21, and 20, and 19. All those fields in that area. Just basically get the fields in the center part of this portion here. I hate to buy a lot of fields because I want to save money for cows. And I know we're going to need equipment. We're going to need mowers. We're going to need tedders. We're going to need windrowers. We're going to need all of that. So I know that's a thing, and I've got to think about that too. But I've also have got a lot more timber over there to cut around the sawmill. So, with that being said, I think we'll be okay financially. It's just a lot that we're going to have to do in a short amount of time. So I won't be doing very much fast timing here on the map. As a matter of fact, I've already done one night of nothing but logging. And it wasn't even a full night. I think I stayed up late, and then I slept till morning eventually. It was dark, and but I don't want to do very much fast timing because, like I said, I want to get the cows when they're at their lowest price, and we want to be able to plant the stuff we want to plant, and not miss our window for planting. So we'll have this field plowed up very shortly, I think, and we'll come back. And there's so much to do here, so much to be done, and I know I can't get it all done in the first year, so I may have to wait, like on those fields over to the west. I definitely need to get the logging done so we can make money. Cows are not cheap. Animals are not cheap, and I missed a little bit there. I'm going to have to circle back around here. Turn too soon. So these fields that I just purchased out here, 13, 31, 14, I may go ahead and plant these individually, and then we'll plow them together later. So we may have to do their individual fields first. And you know what? I did not do my GPS for that road. Back up and get on it. Alright guys, let me get this set. Alright, so we'll come back and we'll be doing something here. Plenty to do here, like I said. Plenty to do here on South Mountain Creamery. Alright, until next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see you guys later.